In this video, I'm going to give you my top 3 recommendations for which online tax preparation software you should use, and I'm going to explain why I chose them. I really believe that using online tax prep software is the way to go when it comes to filling out your taxes. Not only is it a lot easier than learning to fill out tax forms all by yourself, it's also a lot cheaper than asking a professional for help, and sometimes you can even do it for free. I'll start this video with my favorite free option, followed by what I think is the best paid option, and then I'll finish up with the best value option so you can choose the right product for you. To make this video, I've tested all 12 of these options, and I found the best options to be Credit Karma Tax, TurboTax, and FreeTaxUSA. Starting with Credit Karma, their tax program is without a doubt the best choice if you're looking for something that's free. Unlike every other program I've tried, their program is the only one that lets you file both your federal and your state taxes for free with no catch. Which is great because with other software, you end up needing to read through these complicated product tables just to understand if what you're getting is really free or if you're going to be upcharged at the last moment, which oftentimes you will. Credit Karma Tax's interface was both clean and easy to use, and they even have high-end features like being able to automatically import your W-2 or upload a photo of your W-2 forms so that the program fills everything out for you. Now, I really like Credit Karma Tax, and would recommend it to anyone looking to get their taxes done for free. But there is an elephant in the room that I think I should address, and that is exactly how they're able to offer this service for free in the first place. You may have heard the expression that if a product is free, then you are the product, and that is very true when it comes to Credit Karma Tax. To use their tax software, you need to sign up for a Credit Karma account, which is a popular and free credit monitoring service, and they may use the data from your tax returns to send you targeted advertisements for credit cards and other products. While I personally don't mind, I know a lot of folks out there are becoming increasingly concerned about their data privacy, and if that's you, you may want to consider one of these other paid options I'm about to recommend. Speaking of paid options, let's talk about TurboTax, which I think is the best tax software on the market, but it also happens to be one of the most expensive. The interface is both modern and easy to navigate, and I felt like it was the smartest software as well because it gave really strong recommendations about how to best answer certain tax questions. For example, when I said that I made money on YouTube, it knew to ask me questions that are relevant for this industry. Just like with Credit Karma, TurboTax has features to make importing your W-2 easy, and I was able to easily transfer the info from my federal tax return to my state tax returns. If you don't mind the price, then TurboTax is an easy option that I highly recommend. But let's be real, you probably do care about the price because if you didn't, you would have just hired a professional to do this all for you, right? TurboTax currently has 5 pricing levels, 2 of which are free, and this is where things get a bit confusing. You see, there is both a free edition of TurboTax and a free file edition of TurboTax, and they are not the same thing. The free file edition of TurboTax is a partnership between the IRS and TurboTax to let you use their software for free if you meet any of the criteria listed on your screen. On the other hand, the free edition of TurboTax is just the most basic version of their TurboTax software, and it only ends up actually being free if you have a pretty basic tax return with maybe a single form W-2 from your employer. If you own a home, sold an investment, paid student loans, had side income, or you just want to itemize your deductions, you're going to have to upgrade to the more expensive options, which start at $40 for federal taxes, plus an additional $40 for every state tax you want to file. Honestly, their pricing is pretty brutal compared to other tax software, but I really do think that they have the best tax software on the market, so it's kind of up to you to decide if paying a bit more is worth it for a better experience. Moving on to FreeTaxUSA, they have a program that I always find myself going back to, because they have a great mix of good quality and low pricing. Their interface is clean, easy to use, and they don't have a lot of pages for you to click through, which means you can end up going through your taxes really quickly. I also found the questions they ask to be clearer than other programs, and they give a lot of helpful tips for how to answer the more complicated questions. As for pricing, you can file your federal taxes completely free with them, and your state taxes end up being an additional $12.95 per state, so you can end up filing your taxes for around $13, which is a pretty great value. So to summarize everything in this video, you really just can't go wrong with Credit Karma Tax, TurboTax, or FreeTaxUSA. Go with Credit Karma Tax if you want a solid free option, TurboTax if you want the best program out there regardless of price, or FreeTaxUSA if you want a great mix of price and performance. Anyways, thanks for watching. It took me a really long time to do my taxes 12 times on all these different programs I've tested, so I would really appreciate if you could give this video a like, and if you're new to this channel, subscribe for more 5-Minute Finance.